I'm JW with Cabinet Talk, and today I'm going to show you an incredible design feature that people just love. Best part about it, it's completely invisible. What I'm talking about is a hidden pantry.
Before we start, I want to give a shout out to Arnold Roberts Signature Homes. If you're building or remodeling in the Cape Coral area of Southwest Florida, you need to give them a call. I put their number and a link to their website below. This project started with a client meeting and a blueprint. The clients teamed up with Dina, one of our designers, and asked her to create an exciting feature for this home. After scanning the blueprint, they noticed the large pantry closet at the end of the cooktop run was not very appealing in this kitchen. They all agreed keeping the storage space was important, so replacing the closet with a hidden pantry front made from cabinet doors would greatly improve the design. Dina identified and highlighted the walls of the blueprint that would be utilized, and with a little bit of whiteout, removed the existing closet entrance and door from the design. She highlighted and circled known dimensions and converted them into inches. Some walls did not have dimensions, so they were scaled and noted on the print. After that, she sketched the hidden pantry feature on the blueprint, starting with the tall panel, then the cabinet front, and finally the tall filler. Before Dina starts her 2020 design, I want to take a minute to show you the components that she'll be using. Everything that was used in this design came right out of the Waypoint catalog. Only slight modifications were made as needed. First, she will have a 3/4 inch tall refrigerator panel that will attach to the base and upper cabinet on the left. Then, overlapping that panel, she will use a 36-inch pantry front, which consists of a face frame and overlay doors that are attached to the frame. Then she will install a tall filler on the front, which will complete the aesthetic look of the pantry, but there will also be a 3/4 inch return panel and filler in the back. This is for support and stability of the unit. Cleats can be applied both in the front and the back to secure the pantry front in place. So now it's time to place them in the design, starting with the panel on the left. Next, she put the cabinet front on. Now at this point, it's also a good idea to attach the base molding to the bottom of each door. This way the installer knows exactly how she wants it installed. After she placed the cabinet front, she put the back filler and the right panel in place. The last thing she put in place was the tall filler in the front. So here's a 3D rendering after she added her stacked uppers and moldings. In a couple of months, I will go out and meet the super and help him lay out the design. I'll show him exactly where we need the opening for the pantry closet to make this hidden pantry work. Here's a special offer for any Cabinet Talk viewer that wants to become a skilled cabinet installer. I'm talking about Cabinet Bootcamp. Start your new career today and get $100 off the already discounted price. Click the link below, use coupon code CTALK24. After Dina submitted her design and received a signed contract, I met with the supervisor, Andrew, at the job site to go over the dimensions and see if any changes would need to be made. After reviewing the dimensions on the floor plan, Andrew and I had to make a few small adjustments. First, we noticed that the opening into the pantry closet was about 3 inches too small. So that was a couple of quick notes on the floor. And then from there, we decided to bring the header down about 2 inches. This way, the top panel can die into the header. Lastly, Andrew thought it would be a great idea to add some plywood into the wall right of the hidden pantry, both to give it more strength and also to have some wood to drill into when we put our filler and return panel. After the layout, we ordered the cabinets, and about a month later, our installers arrived to install them. Even though this video is more about how to design a hidden pantry, I'm going to walk you through some highlights of the installation. The hidden pantry components were basically installed in the same order that Dina placed them in the CAD design. First, Ronnie installed the left tall panel up against the base and the upper cabinet. He drilled holes in the face frames use shims and spacers for the 1/4 inch offset between the face frame and the back of the cabinet to get the panel square with the wall. After that, he took the doors off his face frame on the cabinet front. He lined it up to make sure it fit, and then he cut out the center rail and the bottom rail. After that, he installed his filler and return panel on the wall and put his face frame in between without the 2 rails. He reinstalled his doors and aligned them by adjusting the hinges. Then he added scribe molding to cover the raw wood where he cut out the center and bottom rails. Just like Dina had requested, he overlaid the face frame over the front of the left panel. This way it made the hidden pantry look like a real cabinet. The last thing Ronnie did is attach some solid stock base molding to the bottom of each door. He used some white brackets and screws to attach it. He left it about a 1/4 inch off the floor, and that gave it plenty of clearance to clear the floor. Now it's time to see how this project turned out.
So through collaboration with Arnold Robert Signature Homes and Dina's meticulous planning, we were able to transform the mundane into the most functional pantry that you never knew you could ever need.